Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhirya Jatraha Sthirairangai Stuštuvagam Sastanubhi Vishema Devahitai Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddhashavaha स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. Yeah. Dear devotees, in the previous class we discussed about the two verse and the third verse introduction was done. So if you remember the earlier two verses, we came to know that how this Mundaka Upanishad teaching had its own lineage or parampara or tradition. So it started with Lord Narayana to Chaturmukha Brahma, the God creator. Then from him, he taught for his eldest son called Atharva. Atharva taught for Angirasa, and Angirasa taught for Satyavaha or Bharadvaja lineage. So Bharadvaja Gotra is also called Bharadvaja, but his proper name is Satyavaha. Now, one more disciple, Angirasa taught this Upanishad for Satyavaha. The same Angirasa has been approached by one of the new disciple called Shaunaka. He approached his guru and he started questioning now. So this question, the whole Mundaka Upanishad is in the form of dialogue between the guru and Shishya, the teacher and the disciple. So now whatever the question was asked by the Shaunaka, that is the central point of this Mundaka Upanishad. So based on this, the whole philosophy has been dealt or exposed. So I may take today a good amount of time to discuss in deep about this one question, because the moment you understand the question properly, then you will understand the answer also properly. Like when we were studying Nyaya and when we were studying Mimamsa, many times we used to feel difficulty to understand or appreciate. Why? Because we are unable to understand the problem. Why they are breaking their head so much? What is the problem? So until otherwise you don't understand the philosophical problem, and you will not be able to understand and accept or appreciate the solution also. The third verse, Shaunako havai mahashalaha angirasaha vidivad upasannaha prapacha kasminnu bhagavo vignate sarvavidam vignatam bhavati iti. Shaunaka is well known as a great householder. Having approached duly, Angirasa asked, "O adorable sir, O Lord, which having been known, all this becomes known." So this is one of the wisest question in the world, according to me. He's asking, "Kasminno bhagavo vignate sarvam vidam vignatam bhavati iti." So during our studies in education, we are supposed to read 6 subjects or 8 subjects or 9 subjects or whatnot. And here, the disciple Shaunaka is asking the guru, teacher Angirasa, that please tell me one thing by knowing which everything will be known. So one of the shortcut method, you need not to study languages, you need not to study science, maths, or philosophy, or biology, or thermodynamics, or economics, history. So many subjects we have got. And in the ancient Gurukula, 32 type of subjects they had to read and study, as we have heard. Now here Shaunaka is asking, please tell me one thing by knowing which everything will be known. What a beautiful question, what a wise question. Now, Shaunako havai mahashalaha. So Shaunaka has been addressed or as an adjective called mahashala. This mahashala gives or it indicates the qualification of an aspirant actually. The just literal meaning or the surface meaning of the Mahashala is what? An householder. An ideal householder or the great householder. Grahastha, Sadgrahastha. So, all married people are not Grahasthas. All bachelors are not brahmacharis or brahmacharinis. Because I am not married, I cannot be brahmachari or I cannot be brahmacharini. So similarly, whoever has married, everyone cannot be grahastha, sadgrahastha. Why? Either sadgrahastha or brahmacharini has got duties and responsibilities. When we fulfill the duties and responsibilities, then only we are called as brahmachari or sadgrahastha or vanaprastha or sannyasi. So these are different stages of life actually. Ashrama dharma we say. Ashrama means it is not Ramakrishna ashrama, Chinmaya mission ashrama or Ganapati ashrama. No. Here ashrama means it is a stage of life. As we all know, we have got 4 stages of life. Brahmacharya, Garahastya or Grahastha, then Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. Now the Shaunaka is an householder, great householder. Mahan Grahastha. So Mahashala. So what is this? Why he is called Mahashala? So the one meaning is one who has got Pakashala and Yagnashala. Means one who cooks food not only for himself, to the society also. He tries his best to feed the poor people, to the needy people. That's the one thing. And Yagnashala. He every day, without fail, he is to perform Panchamaha Yagnas. Here, Panchamaha Yagnas, there are 5 types of Agni when we enter a married life. That is the one thing. And other Yagna means, here it is what? Pancha Mahayagnas. What is this Pancha Mahayagnas? Which brings a balance in an individual life and also in the society. It is very, very important. Pancha Yagna. One is Brahma Yagna. Brahma Yagna means studying the Vedas, studying the scriptures and trying to practice it. You say Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Vedas, or Bhagavata, or any science teachings. So we have to read and we have to put into practice. That is what called Brahma Yagna. Then Bhuta Yagna. Bhuta Yagna means feeding animals. Today, most of the people, many of the people are taking care of the pet animals, like dog or cat. That is also comes under Bhuta Yagna. Or if you see in the olden days, our granaries, old people, they used to take some rice or suji, semolina, rava, or sugar, and used to go in search of antils, and they used to pour this. So basically feeding animals, birds. Now summer is fast approaching, then keeping some water so that birds can drink the water and quench their thirst. So these things are called Bhuta Yagna, taking care of animals. Then Manushya Yagna. Manushya Yagna means helping the fellow beings. Someone is in dire necessity. For example, recently here, one person, just he is 42 or 43, he passed away. Heart attack, sudden cardiac arrest. Means night he slept, morning when his wife called that please get up, you have to take care, you have to leave the daughter to the school, no response. Then she went inside the room and she called, no response. She went and shook his body. By the time body was cold, he was no more. In the night, he is a silent cardiac arrest and he is no more. And he was survived by wife and 6 years daughter. And you can very well imagine in the foreign country how difficult. But fortunately here people, Indian community, they came forward. They with a GoFundMe, they also collected a lot of donations and helped her. And they went and they gave a lot of sympathy and empathy also. They all helped them for cremation. They helped by momentary and staying with them, emotional support. Like this, there are so many needy people can be there by talking, by helping, by providing money, food, clothes, shelter, whatever is possible. So helping the needy people, fellow beings, is called Manushya Yagna. Then Pitru Yagna, remembering our forefathers, paying our respect, gratitude through doing Shraddha ceremonies or helping the poor and needy people in their names, telling their names, and maintaining the right traditions or family traditions. All this comes under Pitru Yagna. Then Deva Yagna, worshipping the gods and goddesses, devatas, then doing Sandhya Vandana and doing mantra japa, or if you have taken any initiations, then doing that upasana regularly. All this come under Deva Yagna. So who does this Pancha Maha Yagnas? He is called Grihastha. And here you don't have any option, you don't have a choice. Whether if you like, you will do, or if you don't like, you will not do. No. So our Indian scriptures have not given an option for a grihastha, for a married person, choice. He has to do all these 5 things till his death. Or if he becomes a monk, that's a different issue again. So a person who is performing these 5 types of sacrifices properly and who is leading his life according to the scriptural injunctions, moral life or ethical life or whatever, he is called Mahashala. So one who is trained his mind, trained his life according to ethics and morality, and by doing worship and by doing karma yoga, then what happens? There's a refinement in character, there's a refinement in attitude, there's a refinement in personality. So it is called, which is called like Chitta Shuddhi, mental purification. So such a person is a right aspirant to study Advaita Vedanta or Upanishads. Why? Because by leading a disciplined life, he has tamed his body and mind, and he has made himself fit candidate to study Vedanta. For example, you have got a farmland for 1 acre. It was left alone, it was left free for a few years or whatever. Then there was a lot of, weeds have grown, and here and there stones are there, and mud clumps, soil clumps are there. And you thought, okay, I will go and sow some seeds and I will try to get some product yield. Then you went and you sow the seeds and you watered and you put fertilizer and everything. But what happens? The crops will come, no doubt, along with that weeds also grow. Because of the weeds, you don't get a good yield. Then what should you do? Before sowing the seed, you should remove the weeds, you should remove the stones and break that mud, clumps, and make it fertile, make it soft. Then you sow the seed and water and put fertilizers. Then what happens? You will get the best yield, best crop. Generally, isn't it? So similarly, the more and more you are fit aspirant, then you can study Vedanta and you can understand better and you can experience also. Without preparation, when we study Vedanta, we may not understand. Even if you understand, we don't put into practice, then afterwards, people start blaming Vedanta by seeing our nature, our character, or our actions. So this Mahashala represents the quality of the spiritual aspirant. He has got refined intellect. He has got refined personality. He has got refined character. So he's naturally a fit candidate. And also, now Shaunaka is Mahashala. Mahashala is a great householder. And he is approaching the Guru, Angirasa, and he is asking, please tell me, by knowing one thing, everything will be known. So he's asking for the self-knowledge, basically, Brahma Vidya, which is the subject matter of the Vedanta. That means Vedanta is not meant only for monks, is a wrong thing, or it is a wrong notion. Oh, spirituality, Vedanta, scriptural study, that's all duty of the monks, not us. Why? Because we are all householders, just you go and visit temple and do some prayers and some puja enough. No. So Vedanta is for everyone. Either you are a bachelor or you are a married person or a vanaprasthi forest dweller or a sannyasi. For everyone, Vedanta is there to help us to rescue us from the problems and experience the bliss. So Vedanta is not meant for only for monks. It is a wrong thing. The Shaunaka is Mahashala by householder. This itself shows that Vedanta is for everyone. No distinction between any caste or any ethnicity, any country, any religion, any walks of life, or any stages of life. I am an IAS officer. Does Vedanta helps me? Yes. I am a doctor. Does Vedanta helps me? Yes. So for everyone, Vedanta helps. So Vedanta is meant for everyone. Okay. Then Upasannaha. Shaunaka Upasannaha. Shaunaka approached to Angirasa. How? With Shraddha and with Bhakti. So whenever we need any spiritual help, whenever we need a real wisdom, whenever we need a right teaching, then we should approach gurus, we should approach teachers with respect and reverence. Because by that, it is not the teacher is going to get benefit, we are going to get benefit. So what should be the attitude of the student? What should be the attitude of the learner is told here. So he's approached Guru physically, not by phone, not by WhatsApp, not by Skype call or anything, physically. So when we meet Gurus physically and when we get instructions physically, that will have its own efficacy effect. Why? Because the prana energy can be received by Gurus and by spiritual illuminaries directly. So basically, he is Vidivat Upasannaha. Very traditionally, he approached the Guru Angirasa. Upasannaha approached with reverence, with devotion, we saw. Vidivat is saying, traditionally, systematically. What does it mean? Means he went and he didn't say, hello, sir. Hi, how are you? Like that, no. He went and he prostrated and he offered his respects, he paid his respects. That is what Vidivat. Of course, the culturally things difference. Here, when you go to church for a priest or a monk, they kiss the frog. And so in every country, in every religion, they will have difference of things. But from the Vedic point of view, from Veda's point of view, he went and he did a namaskaram for Guru. And he gave some offerings. So according to the scriptures, whenever you go to a temple or to any monk or gurus, generally you are not supposed to go empty-handed. So that is what Samit Panihi, they say. Samit means it is not only firewood. Some offerings you should take before going to see God or Guru. Now, if you are going every day, that's a different issue. But once in a while, if you are going, then it is better to take something to the God, to the Guru as an offering. It is not that they want, it is the tradition. And we should approach with the humbleness. You have to examine the Guru, no doubt. You have to test the Guru, no doubt. But it is not that we are going and testing the Guru for just to check their knowledge and to show our ignorance or to show our superiority or our ego. Many times people come and ask questions us. Why? Because to test our knowledge. For knowing sake and for to become a disciple, if you are asked, that is a different issue. But otherwise, to blacken your ego, you should not test the people. So he is approaching the Guru with humbleness. Now, he is addressing the Guru as Bhagavan. Means very great, very respectable ones, revered ones. Okay. Kasmin Vignate. What is the truth, absolute truth, by knowing which everything will be known? Sarvam Vidam Vignatam Bhavati iti. By knowing which everything will be known. Now, when we hear it looks very nice, very interesting, oh, beautiful, we say. But is it really possible? We have to think ourselves. We should think and question also. Now, here Shaunaka is asking Angirasa, please tell me, oh, learned ones, teach me one thing by knowing which everything will be known. Is it possible? Say, for an example, I know now physics. If I know physics, can I know mathematics? No. Can I know chemistry? No. Can I know biology? No. So by knowing one subject, I cannot know the second subject even. Then how can I say, or how is he saying that by knowing one, everything will be known? Say if I know English language, That doesn't mean that I know other language, like I can know Germany, I can know French, I can know Portuguese. No. If I know English, I can read and write, I can read physics, but I can't understand. For an example, because I know alphabets, E is equal to MC square. Oh, okay, I know E alphabet, I know M alphabet, I know C alphabet, I know 2 square. Okay. What does it mean? I don't understand. Because I know sub English alphabets, I know to read and write, that doesn't mean that I understand every subject, any subject for that matter. So if you know one subject, you cannot know the second subject, then how is it possible that by knowing one, everything will be known? Is it really valid question? Is it really logical question? Is it really possible question? Or just like many people are, what do you say, blame about Vedanta and philosophy that it is a hypothetical argument, hypothetical thinking. Is it really hypothetical? No, it is possible. So basically here, the implied question is, please tell us the truth behind the creation is been asked by the Shaunaka, the disciple. What is the truth behind the creation? Here, truth means what is the cause behind the creation? What is the secret behind the creation? Then same thing if you ask for the empirical scientists of empirical science, they say, oh, because it's a Big Bang theory. Earlier, it was only one thing, and 30 million years before, there was a bang sound and got exploded. Then solar system, our galaxies, everything started getting formed. So there's only one thing. 30 million years before, there was a bang and explosion. There was an explosion, then all this universe and different galaxies got formed. And what is that one thing? They also don't know. Why it got exploded? They also cannot say. They say, sorry, we do not know, or we cannot say, or whatever. Now, that means from one thing, the whole universe has come. So that is the secret behind the universe. That is the cause behind the universe. The empirical science is also trying to go little deep and try to understand. The same thought process is also seen in the Upanishads in the philosophical way. Kindly tell me the cause of this creation. Now, for an example, there is a sugar sweet. There is an effect product. If you take, there is a cause for that sweet. What you say, sugar, you can say gram flour. You say if it is a Mysore pak, then the main ingredient is what? Gram flour. Gram flour is the main ingredient. So that can be the cause, for example. Or ice. If you take ice is an effect or a byproduct or a product, what is the cause? The cause is the water. When the water got condensed, then ice got formed. So water is the source, water is the cause, and the ice is the effect or product. Similarly, the empirical universe, which we are seeing, this earth and the other planets, or the above worlds and below worlds, all put together called universe, if you take it as a product, effect, what is the cause by which the whole world is made up of? Science is also searching for that unitary existence. Vedanta also searched for that unitary existence. Vedanta has found, science is yet to find. Now, so Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya says, yes, this is possible under a certain condition. Adi Shankaracharya says, this question is valid, Shaunaka's question is valid, it is not illogical, but this question holds good, or this is possible under certain condition. Now, what is that condition? So he says that when we know the cause of a product, by the knowledge of the cause, we'll be able to understand all the products born out from that cause. If you know the cause, and if you are very well aware of the nature of the cause, then based on that, whatever how many products are made up of from the same cause, then all products' nature you can understand. How to understand? Just I will give an example. In my house, there is a wooden chair. There's a wooden table. Then there's a wooden desk. There's a wooden almara. Then there is a wooden wardrobe. All made up of teak wood. Teak wood almara, teakwood chair, teakwood wardrobe, teakwood table, teakwood desk, whatnot. Now, if you know the nature of wood or teakwood, then you will be knowing the nature of everything. Why? Because the substance or the content matter of all these furnitures are one and the same. That is what teakwood or wood. Only it has got different shapes. Based on different shapes, forms, we have got different names. Either a wardrobe or almara or table or chair or desk or dining table or dressing table, whatever you can say, different names, different utilities, different forms. But the main content, the substance of all these furnitures is what? Wood or teakwood. So, ekakarana vignanena sarvakaryam vignanam bhavati. By one cause, if all the products effects are made up of, if it is so, that is what condition is, then by knowing a cause, all the products can be seen. Now, we will go into a bit deep, then you will be able to understand. Say for an example, in Sankranti, we make sugar dolls. In sugar lamp you make, there will be a achu, we say in Kannada, we say lamp, and there's a bird, and there's a, what do you say, sun, and there's some human in a boy or girl shape. So many different varieties of that sugar dolls you have made. Different colors also, different sizes also. One is small, one is big, one is bigger, and one is too big, and one is white color. Few are in white color, few are in pink color, few are in green color, few are in blue color. Now, all of these dolls are made up of what? Made up of sugar. So if you know the quality of the sugar, if you know the nature of the sugar, then easily you'll be able to know the nature of the dolls also. So from this angle, Kasmino Bhagavo Vignate, Sarvam Vidam Vignatam Bhavati iti will holds good. Now, if you remember my Tattvabodha classes, Aparokshanibhuti classes, now you'll be able to remember and what is a link to all these things. That's where Prakarana Grantha comes into important now. Now, the whole universe is made up of what? According to Advaita Vedanta. It is made up of Panchabhutas. Akasha, space, Agni, fire, Apa, water, then, Agni, fire, Apa, water, then Vayu, air, then Earth, Bhumi, Prithvi. These five elements, the permutation combination of five elements is nothing but the universe. And these five elements has come from where? From Pancha Tanmatras, five subtle elements. Shabda, sound, Sparsha, touch, Rupa, form, Rasa, taste, Gandha, smell. And these five Tanmatras has come from where? It has come from Maya, which is what Trigunatmika Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Okay? And this Maya comes from where? Maya is the inseparable part of the Brahman. So Brahman is the efficient cause and Maya is the material cause of the universe. So if you take the universe as the effect, as the product, universe includes all its objects, mountain, river, sun, planets, galaxies, stars, different spheres, all these things included, universe and its objects, including diversity. So the whole universe has come from where? Brahman. So if you know the Brahman, then everything will be known. That is what the answer here is. Now, how to understand this? There are four very important points here. Now, 4 points. Based on this, you will be able to understand by knowing Karana, Karya will be known. By knowing cause, effect will be known. How you will understand. Now, the first rationale is Karana Ekam, Karyam Anekam. It's a simple Sanskrit you can understand. Karanam, the cause is only one. Karya, effects are many. Unity in diversity we speak. Now let us see how unity and diversity. What is that for an example? I will give one more example now. Golden ornaments. You have got golden bangles, golden earrings, golden nose ring, golden necklace, and golden bracelet. How many? Golden bracelet 1, golden necklace 2, golden earrings 3, golden nose rings 4. So 4 type of ornaments we have got. Fine. They are the products. All are made from gold. Now this is what karyani. 4 products are there, but there's only one cause, which is called gold. A lump of gold by which all things are made. So karana, cause is only one, that is gold, but there are so many ornaments, golden ornaments, 4 or 5, 10 you can include. So karanam ekam means cause is only one, then karya is many. Okay, now one more thing is karanam saram, karyam asaram. Means karana has got some substance, and karya, it is there is no substance at all. For an example, I told golden earrings is there, golden nose rings are there, golden bangles, golden necklace, golden bracelets. Now I removed gold from all these 5 ornaments. Then what exists there? Nothing exists. Everything ceases to exist. I mean, everything means here all the 5 golden ornaments ceases to exist. Means the substance called gold, the essence of this ornaments called gold is only real thing, sara, substance, and the name and form. It was in a particular form, particular shape, we call bangle. It was in a particular shape, we call form, we call necklace. It was in a particular form, we call bracelet. It was in a particular form, we, of course, functionality is all accepted, we call earrings or nose rings. But when you remove the gold, all this name and form ceases to exist. Now I took away the gold from that. Now if I ask you, kindly show the golden bangle, you say, sorry, I cannot show. So sara means essence of the substance, essence of the product. So if you remove the substance, essence of the product, then the product ceases to exist. So the essence is what Brahman, self or consciousness. So that is called saram. And karya, effect is asaram. Means it ceases to exist once the moment you remove the substance, essence. Here karyam is what? Golden bangles, golden necklace, golden bracelet, golden earrings, golden nose rings. So karanam is what? Brahman. And if you remove the Brahman, karyam called universe ceases to exist according to the Advaita Vedanta. That you have to understand. So it is non-substantial. Once you remove the substance, then the product becomes non-substantial. Then karanam nityam, karyam anityam. So what is the definition for nitya? Which exists in the 3 times of existence. Trikale api asti. That is called nitya. Means yesterday was it there? Yes. 100 years before was it there? Yes. 1000 years before was it there? Yes. 10,000 years before was it there? Yes. 10 million years before was it there? Yes. Okay. Is it there now? Yes. Tomorrow will it be there? Yes. After a year? Yes. After 10 years? Yes. After 100 years? Yes. After million, billion, trillion years? Yes. So that thing is which fulfills all these 3, past, present, and future. It is called nitya. Okay, so karana is nitya, it eternally exists, and karya, which is called this world, it is continuously changing. Today, whatever we see, the Bangalore, 1 year before, the Bangalore was different. And after a few months or after a few years, the Bangalore city will be different. Even for an example, our own body, or even the house where we are staying. 5 years before, there was a fresh house with a paint smell and everything was looking so nice. Then some good rains came and good sunlight, everything came and went. Now slowly the paint of the building is getting faded. Everything was luster, so shining, the doors and the locks and keys, handles and all. Slowly by using again and again, the golden color paint, so-called golden color finishing of the, what do you say, hand locks is getting faded away. We are able to see the real color of it, natural color of it. Isn't it? So that is what anitya means, subject to arrival and subject to departure, subject to formation and subject to destruction, subject to birth and subject to death, which is called anitya or momentary. Then karanam satyam, karyam mithya. Satyam means real. It is there always in that form. Karya is an appearance. So again, this is also very important, very interesting point. When we say mithya, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. The hairs of the rabbit, for example. Rabbit doesn't have two horns. So that is called asat. Here, mithya means it is not asat, it is not non-existent. It is something is existing, it is existing, but we are seeing it as something else. That is called mithya. We are seeing this empirical universe. Yes, we are experiencing and all, but because of our sense organs and the mind, we are seeing the world in this particular form. Otherwise, you would have seen this empirical universe in different form. So it is a distorted image of something else. So from that angle, we are saying that this karya called universe or product is mithya, whereas the karana, the Brahman or consciousness alone is satyam, because it exists as it is. So cause alone has got independent exist, whereas the effect has got dependent existence. This is also from karana, karya. Means basically karana has got independent existence and karya has got borrowed existence. Gold has got independent existence and the golden ornaments, product called golden ornaments, have got borrowed existence. Okay. So Karanam and Karya. What is the difference? Karana Eka and Karanam Eka, Karyam Aneka. Then Karanam Sara and Karyam Asara. Karanam Nitya and Karya Anitya. Karanam Satya, then Karya Mithya. So these are the four important points on which we are discussing about Karya Karana, rationals, yardsticks. If you remember these four, then you'll be able to understand the Vedanta in a better way. So, Karana Vignanena Sarva Karyam Vignanam Bhavati. Kasminnu Bhagavo Sarvam Vignatam Bhavati iti. That was the question, isn't it? So just we are making some small modifications to make clear. Karana Vignanena Sarva Karyani Sarva Karyam Vignanam Bhavati. When you know the cause, then all its products and including byproducts can be known. Example, golden ornaments, types of sugar dolls, or types of, wooden instruments, furnitures. Now, when you know the wooden furnitures, okay, then if there are steel furnitures, by knowing wooden furnitures, having the knowledge of wooden furnitures, will I be knowing a steel furniture also? No. Practically, in a pragmatic life, it is not possible. But here, from the Brahman, from the consciousness, the whole world has come. And the whole world means all its products and objects also included. So that we should keep it in mind. So the universe is what? Karya, world, empirical world. I mean, all the worlds and objects, everything is included in this Karya. And Karana means what? Brahman. So that you have to understand. Care of how the Brahman is appearing as a universe. Care of Tattva Bodha lecture, Aparokshanubhuti lecture. Now, one important point I will tell, which is not important just for your note, then we'll go to next sloka if possible. Now, in Mundaka Upanishad, this Karana, which we call Brahman or Atman or Bhagavan or whatever, this is addressed as Aksharam. Even in Bhagavad Gita also we use this word Akshara. Akshara means indestructible. So the Karana is addressed with the word called Aksharam, Akshara Vidya. In Chandogya Upanishad, the same Brahman consciousness is called Bhuma. You might have heard Bhuma Vidya. Means what? It is Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnana Atma. Then in the Taittiriya Upanishad, it is straight away Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So Brahman, it is used the word Brahman, not Brahma. And in the Aittiriya Upanishad, for an example, it is used as Atma or Atman. So Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, Apara Vidya, Bhuma Vidya, Akshara Vidya or Raja Vidya. All of them have same synonym. I mean, all of them are synonyms. All of them have same meanings. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, if you read 9th chapter, Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yoga, we read. What is that Raja Vidya? Again, it is about the self, about the consciousness. And the same thing from Bhakti scriptural point of view, or from the Purana, from the mythological language point of view, the same Akshara or Bhuma or Brahman is called Ishvara or Bhagavan or Bhagavati. And different names are called. If it is in a Upanishad or in any Purana, if it is a Linga Purana, Ishvara is supreme. Then if it is a Vishnu Purana, Vishnu is supreme. And if it is a Devi Mahabhagavata Purana, Devi Bhagavata Purana, there it is Devi is supreme. So basically, this Brahman is called as Devi or Durga or Rama or Krishna or Shiva or Ishvara or Narayana or whatever. So this is what in the religious scriptures you can see. So diversity exists, no doubt we accept in this creation, diversity accepts, it is aneka, but the cause is eka, that is only one, that is you say Bhagavan or Brahman or Akshara or Bhuma or whatever. So universe is aneka. Diversity, we all know, we also enjoy, it is nice, but it is asara, it is pithless, it is hollow. Why? Because it doesn't have its own substance actually. And it is mithya. It is just an appearance. It is a distorted image created by the mind and the sense organs. It is anitya, unreal, momentary. It is continuously changed. Now, what is the takeaway message from all these things? So what do you say, the Vedantic journey? Why should you study Vedanta? So your dependency from the world, it should shift to God or the self or the Brahman. Whole Vedantic journey. Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasana, or why should you study Vedanta? Why should you practice spiritual practice? Or why should you worship God? One is to fulfill our needs, to get away from our adverse circumstances. That is in a general thing we think, but it is from world dependence life of world dependence to life of God dependence, life of conscious dependence life, it should happen. We need food for our survival. We need clothes in our day-to-day life. We need money for our existence. Never mind, all of them are necessity, but our main dependence, main thrust should be self, should be consciousness, should be God, should be Brahman. So from world dependence to God dependence, that is what our spiritual journey is. That is what our Vedantic journey is also. So the I, when I say I, we always mean body, mind, our ego, our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and all my achievements. I did that, I did that. Oh, I did so much work. They didn't properly, in the report, they didn't properly mention about my all achievements and actions and difficulties I faced. And they didn't put my name in a proper place. Or they have put my name in a small letters. All type of comments and laments we keep on making. Because this I is attributed to body and mind or intellect. Instead of that, it should be attributed to self or consciousness or the Brahman. So from the matter to the mind, from mind to self, we have to travel. That is what the Vedanta. So Shaunaka is asking, Kasmin karana vignate sarvakaryam vignatam bhavati iti. That you should understand. So once you understand karana, vidya, then you will understand the karya also. From this condition or from this point of view, kasminno bhagavo vignatam sarvam vidam vignatam bhavati iti. It is right. It holds good. It is not hypothetical. It is logical and it has got a strong basis of truth. Yeah, if you got any questions, I'll be happy to answer now.
Swamiji, while going through this Mundaka Upanishad, I came across the word para and apara. So what is this para and apara? What I have understood is knowing Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, they all can come under apara, whereas experiencing the self or self-realization is only para. So am I correct? My understanding, I want to know about that.
Yeah. So you want me to explain now only?
Yes.
I have kept it for next class.
It has come many times. That word has come many times, Swamiji.
Yes. So next week I will be discussing this in detail. So para means it is supreme. Para vidya means it is the supreme knowledge. What is that supreme knowledge? It is about the knowledge of the self. Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, that is a Paravidya. Except that everything is Aparavidya.
Okay.
Okay, so that much should be enough now, I think, for this. And next class, next week, when we have a class next week, I think we'll have a class. Let us see. So in the next class, we will have discussion of Paravidya and Aparavidya, because fourth is, that's what the answer of Angirasa. Yeah.
Thank you, Swamiji.
So I hope all of you understood these 4 points, which is simple. I think we have discussed this in different times, in different ways. So if you remember, then this is a base for our Vedantic discussion of the Mundaka in future. That's why I took for one sloka, one whole class.
So the 4 is Nitya, Nitya, then Satya. The other one was
Eka.
Eka.
Then
and
Sara.
Essence.
Essence. Substance or essence. So all opposite is what? Attribute to Karya or the world.
One side is Karana, other side is Karya.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, it's a good summary, Swamiji.
Yeah. So this is also the corollary, the pragmatic aspect or the practical aspect, what will be actually is, so 2 advantages, what I see. One is intellectual advantage, the other is emotional advantage actually. If you, I mean, because when we read, okay, Karana 1, Karana Aneka, or Karya 1, Karya Aneka, what does it make? I mean, what is it? Apart from quenching my intellectual hunger, how is it going to help? So many people can think, definitely, this question may come. So one is intellectual answer, we get it. So what is the source behind this creation? So when you start thinking, when your thinking gets refined, apart from your hustle bustle of life and your like food, clothes, shelter, or power position, when you start thinking higher things, then from which the whole world is made up of, all these things, type of questions can boggle us. So intellectual answer, intellectual conviction is being achieved by this question and answer. Apart from that, emotional advantage, emotional conviction is one of the very big thing in this point or an idea. For an example, when you say that Karana is only one, that is self or Brahman, and the Karya is Aneka, which we see multiplicity of the things or diversity in the world. Apart from that, Karana has got only substance, and Karya doesn't have any substance, then why should I boggle of so many things which is happening in the world? Accept it as they are. The pragmatic approach has been given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita in 2nd chapter. Agama paino nitya tam titikshasva. Agama, it comes, apayana, it goes, tam, therefore titikshasva. Forbear. Forbear not out of helplessness, instead of that understanding the dual nature of the world. The world is mixture of opposites, it comes and goes. So why should you boggle your mind? So that emotional strength, like an anchor, this Vedantic truth or Vedantic philosophy can help us. Say, for an example, someone scolded us. I mean, for whatever reason, we had some exchange of hot words and mind has got really disturbed and all. Then if you start thinking, okay, mind is disturbed, fine. Emotions are disturbed, fine. Ego is disturbed, fine. All of them are what? Products of this Karya. They are Aneka. That's fine. But Karana is only one, that is self, and I am that. Then why am I getting boggled from all these things? So we can take the role of witness and observe our own pain, our own weakness, our own problems. Then the reaction and the suffering and the stress can be reduced to the larger extent. So this understanding can play, take a role of an anchor in our lives, all of us. If you, all of us, we know when you're going in the steamer and boats, when there is a lot of ripple, I mean, big waves and all, generally they put an anchor and to stabilize the steamer. So similarly, this Vedantic convictions or the Vedantic truths, if you can really understand, put into practice even little, apart from realization of it or experiencing it, even in our day-to-day life, to face our day-to-day life challenges, problems, all the dualities, praise and blames, good and bad, happiness and sorrow, it will give a tremendous clarity and tremendous confidence and tremendous, power to face all these things. That is one more takeaway message I can think of this Vedantic discussions. Yeah. Okay, then I think no questions. We'll end the class then.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Pranam Maharaj.